Okay, so this is like so pressing that me and my kitten we have to talk about this perk. It's important. The Flow Rider song, girl. The boots and the fur. The boots and the fur. What the fuck is happening? All right, I just gotta have this video for the channel because I'm not making it again. But like this Flow Rider song with the boots and the fur, it just keeps coming up. So I'm watching Saltburn, and there's like a whole scene in karaoke. You saw it, Perk. You saw it. It was the boots and the fur, and they're just like all dancing to it. Now I rewatched the video. Now and I was literally talking to a friend, right? And we were talking about okay, let's start at the beginning. Apple bottom jeans are this jean that when J Lo from the Block came out, she was like, it was her and Beyonce. They had Bootylicious. Bootylicious was a song about girls who have asses who are not supermodel thin. Bootylicious, it was a part of the dictionary. It was so major that they put Bootylicious as a word in the dictionary. Okay, so basically, it's like thick girls are in now, and they had these jeans by Kimora Lee Simmons called Baby Phat, and they were like they had an apple on the bottom, and then or was it Nelly's jeans? Maybe it was Nelly's jeans that were like apple bottoms. That was like the brand of the jean, and you wore the jean if you're like thick and you had an ass, and like all the guys really like this. And then the UGG boots are also very in. So the Flow Rider song has this track. It's like the apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur, and it was just like the most urban. And so there's a movie called Step Up to the Streets, which is about, it's kind of like Step Up, or like what is that movie that was with the Bow Wow and Omarion, and they were all like, it was like a dance movie, whatever that movie is. I can't remember, but like it was about, you know, when Omarion had the touch video. It was all about like the dancers, the dancer competitions, and that was like the big thing. Um, in urban dance culture, this is like a whole thing. No, seriously. So this Flow Rider song kind of encapsulates all of that in like this moment and this song. So I feel like you hear the song and it just brings back all of that. Like Flow Rider has that and then you watch the video and you just see like T Pain is so fucking excited about apple bottom jeans and boots with the fur. He is like the most pumped hype man ever about some fucking jeans. And this is like a grown ass man Flow Rider who is describing a woman's boots. He's talking about how he's dropping all kind of money on this woman because she was just so great, and she was just wearing these boots with the fur. These are like UGG boots, clearly. And if you were around at the time and you know what apple bottom jeans are, it kind of makes sense. But like Jesus, like this has become like a cultural phenom that we just need some time. I mean, I just want to take a moment for a second for you to like just check the links in the description box so you'll like understand what I'm talking about. I'll try to include as many links and descriptions as I can like unpack, but I just need this moment in time of like black female commentary channels who unpack boots, apple bottom jeans and boots with the fur, because this was a moment and it needs a dictionary definition for like it was a thing, and it does have like culture. Like when you say that, we know what you're talking about. I'm not that familiar with stripper culture, but I feel like there's a whole other level of context behind this where there's something about the strippers and the jeans and the fur and something. I can't go all the way there, but I do know in terms of like if you were just a girl who was like in school, like middle school, high school, college, and you had apple bottom jeans, there was a reason, because like Nelly had the Air Force Ones and then he became like so popular. And so Nelly is very straight and he likes ass. So he made his own jeans, which were like apple bottom jeans. They had an apple on the ass. So if you had like, if you were outside, if you were like if your hips are larger than a size 4, you can go purchase apple bottom jeans at like the Macys or like a JC Penney or something, and they will like fit you because it'll be like really curvy. Like all the jeans, even Levi's now, you can get them and they're like they fit all shapes and sizes. But the main brands who are like high fashion, like Levi's or Gap or something, they weren't making sizes like larger than a size 4 at that time. Like J Lo was fat, like Beyonce was fat. That's why Kimora Lee Simmons created Baby Fat, because like when okay, so there was another point in time where there was a guy who made a video called "In Them Jeans." I'll put that video in the description box, but like they were talking about how they loved women who had these like curvy asses and fit them in the jeans, and they were like just staring at the jeans, I guess, all day because they just were straight men who just like to stare at women in jeans. I guess I'm not a guy, so like I could just go by like what I have understood from like listening in kind of on the rhetoric. But the apple bottom jeans song kind of it encapsulated all of that. It's like one hip hop track that was like it just kind of like resonated across cultures, where everyone who all men who appreciated like an ass, just like curvier women who had jeans, could like appreciate that. There was a Kesha video where she was like on a farm with Pitbull, and it was like a super country ass song. I can't remember the name now, but I'll put it in the description box. But that one too, it's kind of like all in the same genre of like, wow, finally we have a genre for like men, straight men who like women's bodies, like natural curvaceous women's bodies. And they had a moment, and I think that this song was like, it was like it like Bootylicious was the first kind of like pop culture reference to it, but then the apple bottom jeans song was like the next level to it, because it was this crossover song where like all men, because like men go to bars, clubs, places in the public where they can buy alcohol, where there are women there, and the apple bottom jeans just kept coming. Like it was women of all races that were wearing these like apple bottom, because like the apple bottom jeans at the time, it was apple bottom and baby fat were the only jeans that could fit women with asses, so everybody had it. So men were like, the only way they could like identify the hot girls were like the apple bottom jeans, and the song represented that. So that's why this song is so popular. So maybe go watch the video, because it's actually very hilarious. It's like T-Pain who's just so excited about like